morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Audio Thoughts with Prince on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. How are you guys doing? Today is the 25th of July 2021. And so guys, subscribe to the channel, follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. And so this topic is not new here. We've talked about it here several times, even last year. And in Chinese, and Chinese, I mean, for real guys, wanna say, it seems like my comrades susuga my comrades anti kushitoka kuzere whatsoever. I think when it comes to my Chinese, they are relaxed. And we've talked a lot about how Chinese employers are abusing my employees, and even the minister of the deputy minister of labor akatomba in at a certain company in not hotels work where akaya any feedback ekuti he was shocked nezvo akaona, but chakaitwa hapana chiri kuitwa hapana regarding to nyaya Chinese. And same energy yafana iri kuvarungu yatakapa varungu kuma 1980s kuma 2000s manyisa, do the same energy that we need to give to these Chinese guys, because pakaipa. And so here I'm just going to read what Chief Chiweshe is saying regarding to this Chinese. And a traditional leader in National and Central Province is in ratio of bravery stood up and accused Chinese nationals in Zimbabwe of being behind the massive looting of the country's mineral resources. Chief Chiweshe, born Matthew Chitemamuswe, also accused the Chinese nationals of abusing the role China played in the liberation struggle for an independent Zimbabwe, to take Zimbabwe for granted and loot its vast mineral resources, including chrome and gold. He was speaking to journalists Saturday after a media tour of Mavradona wilderness. The traditional leader questioned how a Chinese mining company, AfroChina, had been allowed by the government to mine chrome ore in the belly of the iconic heritage site. The world-renowned Mavradona is a World Heritage Site nominee, and the local community viewed as a scared place where their ancestors and spirits reside. A visit to the site by the media showed AfroChina had damaged the main padlock at Mavradona Wilderness to gain entrance and moved in excavators and other heavy machinery and equipment. However, Chief Chiweshe blamed the Chinese nationals for operating like the notorious gold paners, infamously referred to as Mashurugi, and known for not respecting the country's laws and traditions. The Chinese are behaving like Mashurugi. Look at where these Mashurugis are. All the local councillors where the Mashurugi operate from are poor and they do not pay any taxes. Chief Chiweshe told a journalist, "We are in defense of our mountain range. We will eventually see if and how the resources underground will be protected. These Chinese do not talk to anyone. These people take what they want and go. They do not even recognize local communities or chiefs in the areas they operate. The law is not doing anything. We do not know if this is how they behave in their country. We implore those inviting these Chinese to invite genuine Chinese people, not these crooks. They are now taking advantage of the role they played in liberating Zimbabwe. They must follow the law, not this behavior based on what they did for us." China played a central role in Zimbabwe's liberation from British colonial rule through training of freedom fighters and supplying arms of war and other necessary logistics. It has remained Zimbabwe's all-weather friend, according to the ruling ZANU-PF government. Sources said a Zimbabwean man, only identified as Mashumba, was managing the AfroChina chrome mine in Mzarabani, and about 15 men and 4 were camped at the site. They dug a 20-meter hole to extract the mineral. The media tour was organized by BirdLife Zimbabwe, Harare Wetlands Trust in Mavradona Wilderness. Harare Wetlands said the wilderness was a popular breeding area for animals such as zebras, wild beasts, impalas, and kudus. It is said the wildlife species there were under threat, as the Chinese had indicated the area is under their jurisdiction and the animals would be killed. At the Chiweshe, the challenge is corruption, where everyone is aiming to get a 5% kickback from every investor. Here we call it Wokopokopo. George Seremwe, who runs Mavradona Wilderness, said water supplies for animals in the area had already been affected by the chrome mining and it was no longer flowing in the rivers. Due to some disturbances in the mountain, the water is no longer flowing in rivers. Fortunately for villagers, they can still survive on underground water. Mining continues, then that will be the beginning of a serious water challenges, said Seremwe. The almost 600 square kilometer wildlife resort had been maintained in its natural state since 1988 when the government legislated it as a protected area under the Communal Lands Act. This ensured its protection from mining, agriculture and other activities that might be targeted. However, the Mzarabani Rural District Council has been accused of receiving orders from the people in Harare to ensure have their way in the district. Efforts to get comment from senior Mzarabani officials were fruitless. So guys, that's the latest here from Chief Chiweshe. This is so sad, man. It is so sad that in 2021 we are now destroying heritage sites, protected areas, mining, and these Chinese, they don't care. It's not like it's the first time in Hwange again. They are doing the same thing in Hwange, and the villagers were actually saying, you know what, these guys, they don't respect the people of Zimbabwe. I wanna respect you now. They are doing what they want. So who is actually controlling these guys? Who is behind these guys? I could tell you there are politicians out there. That's the reason why there's no energy repo regarding to whatever these guys are doing. One Twitter one Twitter, and again, hapana chinobotowa ne government because it's a kickback. So guys, but tell in the comment section here. This is the audio thoughts with Prince on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. I remember, in 2000s, title warungu ngawaende koma wo vetari kupi. Where are they when Nika ichiparara ISO, when these guys are actually invading our historic sites? Vachitibata kunge nhapwa munyika yedu chaichayo. Can you do that in China? Definitely no. Iwo ma-Chinese ayacho awatombodi kuona ma-blacks iko ku China kwacho. Kutotsvaga imba yokugara ku China ka itori hustle. They don't want black people. But in Africa, here in Zimbabwe, they are treating us nekusati kweruoko. They are actually, doing all these things, which means kuti zoni pati ma politicians anenge atori mapukwetsi mawo ekutoti awasumudze musoro, because this has been going on for a long time. Even during Mugabe time, vana vakatorasa muso kudhara, vakatodzika midzi in Zimbabwe. So we need to talk about this. We need to talk about the Chinese abuse, the Chinese invading Zimbabwe and make it their own backyard, doing whatever they want. They don't even respect us. They don't even respect my chief said or Namnaraunda, wanapasa nazo. They even go to an extent to abuse my employees. Achitambisa mali singatenge. The working conditions are inhuman, and we let it slide. Zvinongotaura like this, then zvongopera. What are we? Where are the war vets? You guys, you always say that you fought for Zimbabwe, you love Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe inyika yenyu whatsoever, but where are you? Taking over Zimbabwe like this. Come on, we need to talk about it. Can you tell in the comment section? This is the audio thought with Prince on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. We need to do something before it's too late. And we need to do something before it's too late. And again, these guys are offices, are big offices. I know in Zimbabwe we need investors. And we need investors. We need people who can bring in money, who can bring in all those things, because they will employ our locals. But at the same time, they need to respect our rules. They need to respect our labor conditions. As a guest in a foreign land, you need to respect the laws and regulations of that country. Not quit as quit at the moment. Because they know kuti apana nokwasa kuwataurira, because one of politicians who are backing them. Guys, this is all the thoughts with Prince on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. This is what Chief Chiweshe is saying regarding to my Chinese wa paradza and it Mavradona wilderness. Varikumaina chrome ore ndio varikumaina iyo avasitombogaya kuti the historical site na tavakutongofunga iwo upfumi uri pasi. Do the government even reads this contracts pavanosangana nawo vachiona kuti which area to mine or whatsoever? Do they even read kuziva kuti this area haizi kumaina kana kuti vanongosaina because varongoda it? They need to know kuti there are areas that up to that, whether pane gold riripo kana pane chrome iripo. These are historical sites. You cannot just go there nechi machine chako wakutono mine imomo. This is bad. This is totally bad. So guys, katitaura in the comment section. Thank you very much for listening and watching. All your thoughts with Prince on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. We keep on following this, Andika. We keep on following this, and I will tell you, we are not gonna stop talking about my Chinese, in doing all sorts of things. Very honest, who are doing well, but the others, the majority of them, I wanted to say a cursed word, but you all know what I'm talking about. All the thoughts with Prince on Prince Miller Entertainment. Remember guys to turn on the notification bell not to miss any of our new uploads. We upload each and every day. Follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. They need to stop this, and whoever is gonna be campaigning for the elections 2023, they need to talk about my Chinese in Zimbabwe, because we are not happy about them. Can't ignore like it's not happening. This is really like happening in Zimbabwe at the moment. So I thank you to Chief Chiweshe for bringing this up, and also being a brave man to talk about it, because chief and again, where are the MPs, where are the councillors? But we need to protect our areas, we need to protect our communities for the future generation, kuti vazive kuti history yedu yakabva kupi, takabva kupi, zvakafamba chakaitika. So guys, this is the audio thought with Prince on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Bless up.